Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Let me pin this comment real quick, and then we're gonna get into it as we let people filter in. The comment is pinned at the top of the chat. I see here to learn and share in here already. As I'm getting ready to okay, the comment is pinned at the top of the chat. Now let me get myself together here. Uh, all right. We should wait a minute. One more thing. Okay, we should be rocking and rolling now. Good morning. Y'all see Spidey hanging out over here. There you. Hey, Spidey, how are you? Hey, if this your first time pulling up on us, make sure my mic on. I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time pulling up, I still like to say welcome and thank you very much for tapping in every single day. You hear me? Hey, if you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, and we talk about what the price action. We talk about what the stock market. And speaking of price action, y'all know what this is, man. This is the morning episode of Tim's Tidbit when we talk about the overnight price action. And today is September 28th, 2022. Ooh, yeah. Like I say, we get on Al Gore's internet every single day and talk about the price action, primarily discussing the ES because around here we trade the SPY. Y'all see Spidey. That's what the SPY on Spidey's back stand for, because I primarily swing trade the SPY. I started doing Tim's Tidbit by just sharing everything I had in my Chrome Dome that I had learned from paid sources, free sources, all kind of sources. And then I just came back and I just regurgitated it to friends and family in a way that I understood it, to try to help them understand it and try to help them start their journey in trading, investing, seeking financial freedom. Shout out the homie Trading with a Dummy and the homie the homie Mo from OTB Clubhouse, and the homie Zay from Zay the Wealth Strategist and the Runners. They did an episode on Money Market Talks about the FIRE movement, right? I got introduced to the FIRE movement like a couple years ago through a channel called Our Rich Journey. And when I was on the other day, I said, you know what? We need to take the R out of fire and just call it FI. Because where I'm from in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, we call it FI, right? Instead of saying fire, and if anybody who don't know, FIRE stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. FIRE, FIRE. There was the FIRE movement, Financial Independence Retire Early. In Florida, we say FI. Boy, that was FI. I said we need to take the R out and just focus on FI, FIE, financially independent early. Take the retire out. We be so focused on retiring. You know what I'm saying? Forget retire. We focusing from now on. It's not in the spider game. We start in the FI move. Boy, that's FI. Financially independent early. Because if we left the retirement in there, for me, it'd be like financial independence, retire elderly. That's what it'd be for me. But we go focus on FI. Anyway, I got sidetracked. I supposed to have been doing the introduction. Y'all welcome. Y'all come on in. I do it all for free 99. The only thing I actually do is hit the like button. Wherever the like button is on your screen, just hit the like button. I do it for the free 99, and I would never charge you for it. Even when I start doing the educational videos, whenever I start doing that, because I'm lazy and I don't like editing, but I'm going to start doing the videos because I promised y'all I'm going to do it. Never charge you for any of it. Gonna be here every day. Just pull up at 9 in the morning, usually 6:30 in the evening, but during football season, we doing it at 7:30 in the evening. And then we also pull up on Sunday at 3 o'clock. And every now and then I jump on Saturday when I be feeling froggy. It's plenty of times to get in touch with your boy. Shout out my financial advisor on Jazz Wealth. I'm wearing their shirt today. Dough Straight. Get your dough straight. jazzwealth.com. Let's see who in the chat, man. Shout out my little brother Troy. My little brother Troy down there in the St. Pete area Clearwater, St. Pete, Largo, Tampa. He down there in that area down there, the Tampa Bay area. Shout out my little brother Troy. He wrote the Short Bus to school, y'all. He was coming on the videos, leaving comments after the live was over, trying to figure out why I wasn't shouting him out on the live. Shout out my little brother Troy, man. What's up, Troy? I see you, boy. I see you. Even though you on the replay, I see you. You right there next to the one hater that keep clicking the dislike button. Let's see who in the chat, man. Here to learn and share. I already said what's up. Mendez. Oh, hello, Anna. Hello, Elsa. Good morning, Queen. How are you? How y'all doing today, man? Cool it now. Watch out. What's happening? Merning from the life raft. what you at work? What's up, baby? Hey, how you doing? I see you. I got my eye on you, girl. What's up, FC? 2K crypto, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. What's happening? What's up, Lamar? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Kevo? Good morning. 5. Yeah, we doing that 5. What's that's my first time ever seeing that name. If this ain't your first time here, I jalapies, but that's my first time seeing that name. Pashala. Hello, Pashala. Welcome. Welcome to the gang. That's Spidey. If this not your first time here, I jalapies, but if it is, welcome. Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle Tucker? Raider fan. What's going on? Max, Rhonda Green. Yes. Sending prayers to the Tampa area. Everybody in the path of Hurricane Ian, praying for y'all. Like I say, my brother Troy down there, him and his mama miss man, I can't. It just slipped my mind. His mama name just slipped. His mama, his sister Ann. Golly, that's gonna drive me crazy till I remember her name. What's up? Praying for everybody down there. My financial advisors, they live down there in that area. The Tidbits. Praying for the Tidbits family. Everybody that's down there in the path of that, man. What's up, Seawalk? Cali, yo. What's up, Calio? Laverne. What's going on, Laverne? D Cool, bro. 79. Good morning. I don't remember that name either. But if you've been here before, I jalapies. I be forgetting. My son told me 50 hit me like a truck. I be forgetting. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm having a senior moment. I always do. Y'all, let's get into it real quick, man. Since we on Al Gore's internet, let's go on ahead and talk to our home girl. Y'all singing with me. Spotleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. There she go. Hey, Spotleen. Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry, you looking like we about to have a slight gap up, look like. Very slight. Look like we're about to have a slight gap up. We closed at 363.38. Right now, we're at 34.01. So we're about to have a slight gap up. It's ticking back and forth. Now it's 363.89. I said 34. 304.01. 363.93. It's ticking back and forth. We kind of moving around a little bit on the ES, I'm assuming. Not much change with the SPY right now because the market hasn't opened. Again, we made a new low again last night. So the ES has made a new low. The NQ ain't nothing changed with the SPY. Just wanted to come say, hey, Spyleen. So we just gonna put you to the side and go on and look at let's look at the economic calendar, see what's going on today. What's the day? Wednesday? Yes, it's Wednesday, 28th. For anybody who don't know about econoday.com, econoday.com is the site that I choose to come get my economic data. You can go to forexfactory.com. Just simply type in Forex Factory, all one word, and come there. On Forex, the only difference between Econoday it's like it lays it out 1 week at a time. When you hit view full calendar, and Forex Factory, you can go in and choose the dates that you want. We'll just choose to the end of the week. You can choose how far you want to go out. And Econo Day is laid out, you know, left to right in columns, in 5 separate columns. Forex Factory is just one column with the days in one column. It goes straight up and down in one column, but it's the same information. Today is the 28th. As you can see, we got goods, trades, balance, the 28th, where right here. Right there, goods right there, international goods right there at 8:30, and then right there the good, it's called it good trades balance over here, but it's the same thing. 10 o'clock, pending home sales, petroleum report, come over here. 10 o'clock, pending home sales, crude oil inventories, that's the petroleum report. And then you got Fed speakers going on. You got Powell, Bullard, Bowman over here. There you got Powell, Bullard, Bowman. It's all the same information, just 2 different sites. When it says, if it says report, that means that the event has happened already. You notice how it says consensus by pending home sales and report by international trade goods. The only difference is when it says report, that means the event has happened already, and there'll be an additional column out here to the right that says actual. It'll give you the actual numbers of that event. The consensus is what they expect from the event, and the actual is what actually was produced by the event. And the same, and over in Forex Factory, you just hit the little folder over here that says details to see, you know what I'm saying, that information, see all the details of the event right there. You got the actual, the forecast is the consensus, and the previous. That's how you look at it on Forex Factory. But my place of choice is Econo Day because it's easier on my eyes, because I am old. Okay, let's get into the overnight price action. Okay, we have made us a nice breaking structure to the upside, looking like we may try to get us may try to head toward yesterday's high at 337.32, or we may just dilly dally. Let's see what we do. Like I was saying, we did make a new low. Yesterday's low was 36.45.75. That was yesterday's low. We took that out on the 10:30 candle. On the 10:30 candle last night, we took that out. And then we came back up after midnight, up into this 60-minute, this 15-minute. Let's put it on 60-minute candles first before we start looking at all that. Okay, 60-minute candles. So right now, the overnight low is the bottom of our box at 36.13.50. Let's put in this buy side liquidity real quick, since we I wonder why I didn't put this in earlier. Y'all just walk through it with me. I'm putting in this buy side liquidity for the daily internal for the overnight high. Right now the overnight high is 36.30. I mean 36.81. 36.81 even is the buy side liquidity to the top. I mean to buy side liquidity, the internal buy side liquidity right now on the daily level. Y'all walk with me while I do this. As you can see, I didn't do it prior to. I jollipies for that. Sorry, not sorry, for real. Sorry, not sorry, for real. So we came down, made a new low at 11 o'clock count. On the 11 o'clock counter, we made a new low. That was the 10:30 15-minute counter that we just talked about. Pushed back up after midnight into this hourly fair value gap here, then after midnight, and then we immediately sold off, creating a new low. Making the overnight low, creating a new low, which makes a new 52-week low for the ES, because yesterday we had made a new 52-week low, right? And remember yesterday when I was like, we have done both spectrums on the yearly level. We've made an all-time high and an all-time low on the yearly spectrum, all within these first 9 months of this year. Well, I shouldn't say first, that's 3/4 of the year. But for anybody who don't understand what I'm saying, we're just gonna pop this to a yearly chart right now. These are yearly candles right here, right? These are yearly candles right here. Let me get this stuff out the way so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Get out of the way, move, get out the way, get out, apply. As you can see, right? This right here, this big green candle here, this is 2021, right? This big red candle right here, this is 2022. You know what that means? Anything that you bought and are still holding from 2021, it has been erased. You see this right here? This candle goes above 2022. We had a 52-week high. We made an all-time high. This is an all-time high and a 52-week high, right? You see how it's above that candle right there? Then yesterday and overnight, we made a new low. You see how it's below that candle right there? That's what I meant yesterday. Let me make it a little bit bigger. This is what I meant yesterday when I said we have hit both ends of the spectrum on a yearly time frame. For anybody who don't understand, like, I'm not trying to insult anyone's intelligence, but everybody ain't on the same sheet of music when it comes to understanding all of the stuff that go on zone inside the stock market. So that's why I try to be as detailed as possible. If it's insulting to some people, I jollipies, but cool it. Let them know. Let them know, cool it. You already know. So that's what I was saying. We have made a new 52-week low overnight, meaning in the past year, it's 52 weeks in a year. And from today and a year back, this is the lowest we have ever been for 52 weeks back. And it's demonstrated by this entire year. We are outside. We are totally outside of that candle. Hey, would that be a bearish engulfing candle on the yearly? I don't know. I don't trade that stuff. But that's what I was talking about. Now, let me get back focused. I just want to show that. Now, let me get that out of the way and then turn my other lines back on, and hopefully don't nothing pop up that I don't want to pop up because I had it hid already. Apply. Okay. What is this stuff up here? Oh, I think that's supposed to be there. Okay, everything that's supposed to be there. Got it. Okay, so man, we done popped back up again. What's going on? It was way down there a few seconds ago. Now we way back up here. Get focused, Tim. You all over the place today. So we have on the 60-minute level, we had some consolidation, set some equal lows, some relative equal lows, had some consolidation. Once we broke those equal lows and set the overnight low and the new 52-week low, we took off, got a breakish market structure to the upside. We broke market structure at 36.53.75, right? Then traded back down into this order block right here, this down close candle right here. This is a bullish order block. We came down, respected it. Actually, you can count both these candles, but we came down and respected it and took off again. So now this creates another bullish order block here with a little bit more, I ain't gonna say a little bit more, with some strength to it, because we traded down into an order block and then took off again and made another order block. So that gives it a little, well, in my book, it gives it a little bit more strength. It's like, I'm looking for price to really respect this order block if the bullishness is to continue, right? If this order block fails, then, you know what I'm saying, down, baby, your street in the Range Rover, right? So right now, we took out the buy side liquidity already that was resting above at resting above 36.75. We took that out on the 9 o'clock candle and took and set the overnight high of 36.81 even. We're just about, well, we are 3/4 into this hourly fair value gap that we set. It's a sell side imbalance, an hourly fair value gap between 36.69 and 36.86. So we're 5 points away from the top of this fair value gap. All of this is internal liquidity. The box, our daily bottom of the box is at 36.1350. The top of our box is at 37.3225. That's yesterday's high. We set that high at 10 o'clock on the 10 o'clock candle yesterday. So yesterday's high and the overnight low is our box, right? So the internal liquidity right now is buy side at 36.81, right? Then the next buy side is 36.32 on the hourly level, right? We have the rest. We got 5 more points of imbalance liquidity in this fair value gap that we in, and then we got another 15-minute imbalance just above that between 36.86 and 3700, right? So it's sell side imbalance liquidity resting up to 3700 above the buy side, the internal buy side liquidity right here. So it's sell side imbalance liquidity above this 36.81 that we can reach into. If the algos continue to take buy side, like we took external sell side here on the 2300 candle, right? Consolidated, didn't deliver it to no buy side, just consolidated within this internal this sell side imbalance, right? Came down, took external liquidity again on the 6 o'clock candle, and now we just delivered to this internal buy side right here. So we took the external, set a new bottom, delivered to this buy side right here. Now we're coming back down. We got to see if we're going to respect this order block. Are we going to try to fill this fair value gap, or are we going to continue to take more buy side? Let's look at the 15-minute to get a little bit more detail. I jollipies for ignoring the chat, but I got to ignore the chat so I can get all my thoughts out without getting sidetracked. Okay, so on the 15-minute, okay, we came down and tapped the London open. We still have a rather large 15-minute fair value gap that we did not completely fill. A rather large 15-minute fair value gap we did not completely fill. But looking at what we did, we bounced off of a bearish order block on this side. This right here is the sell side. Let's scrunch this up to make it look a little bit more easy on the eyes. This right here is the sell side. We're selling down. This right here is a bearish order block, right? We got an up close candle as we're coming down. It's in some consolidation, but it's an up close candle as we're coming down. Then we got a violent move off of it, which also took out sell side liquidity, right? When we got that violent move, right? This right here is a bearish order block, right? We blasted through that bearish order block and we came back down to that bearish order block, and then we bounced back up. So now we have started a buy model right here. This is starting a buy model. Will this buy model continue up here, or will this buy model peter out where we're at now? Because we're right there at an order block. We're at a bearish order block right now, and we're testing that bearish order block. If we blast through this bearish order block, looking at it coming back down to that bearish order block would be a good idea for a long. right? If this bullishness is to continue. Right now, we have just started a buy model because we came up to this bearish order block, right? Right here, we came up to this bearish order block. We sold down to this bearish order block, but we bounced off of it. So this bearish order block did its job. It blocked. Y'all remember, y'all got to say that. I'll test y'all to see if y'all was actually saying it, right? We got up here. We came up here to this bearish order block, and it did its job. Pushed us back down. And right here, now that we blasted through this bearish order block, it came down and acted as support. And we bounced off of it, right? So we have started the buy side of the buy. We started the buy model, right? So now we have traded. We're trading above this. We traded above the bearish order block here, right? Traded above it. We came down, bounced off of it, delivered to buy side, right? Delivered to buy side again, came back down, right? We came back down to this order block right here and bounced off of it, right? So there we go. This bearish order block, we blasted through it, came back down to it, and bounced off of it. Now, it's looking bullish as of now. The way it's trading is looking bullish. How far will we go? Raggy, you know, if we blast through this bearish order block and keep going, keep in mind, we got another bearish order block right here. So and keep in mind, we got a lot of sell side that we've only been offering sell side for like quite a few days, right? So we're starting to overtake these bearish order blocks. So it's looking pretty bullish. So just keep in mind the next we got the market opening in 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. Once we overtake this order block at the top of this 15-minute imbalance, there's another order block right there. Just keep this stuff in mind. If we take out that, now we've took out this buy side liquidity. If we overtake this order block, right? We got 15-minute buy side liquidity here resting above 37.1750. That, you know, that's not an hourly level, but that's 15-minute buy side liquidity. That's a 15-minute swing high, right? And then the next swing high is at 37.3225. But keep those in mind. Keep those areas in mind, right? This 36.81, that's right there at this bearish order block is resting inside a bearish order block. The other bearish order block that I was talking about, the open of it is 36.9575. The close of it is 37.14. It's got a teeny tiny wick on the bottom. I ain't worried about that. So just keep your eyes on those areas right there. To the downside, the London open is the only area of well, you got sell side liquidity resting below the London open. Those are relative equal lows, and you got on the 15-minute level, and you have sell side liquidity resting below the counter that we just made on the 15-minute level. At 36.5675. All right, the market getting ready to open in less than a minute. That's all I got. Those the levels I'm looking at. Hopefully I was clear with explaining what I'm watching and why I'm watching it. Let me go to the chat and see what's going on in the chat. Oh, y'all quiet in the chat today. Y'all quiet in the chat today. What's up, Trey? Spalene looking like it wants to clear 370 before GDP. Well, that's right, Cool It. You already know. What's up, Zay? What's going on, my guy? You say Spilane looking like she want to clear. The market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you got to go trade, I appreciate you for hanging out with me. Just hit the like button wherever it is on your screen on your way out the door. I appreciate you. I see you tonight at 7:30. Looking at the divergence over here before I look at Spilane again. Let me adjust this right here to this open, this New York open. Let's see what we do. We pushing down. Let's see how far we push down. See if this bullishness, this overnight bullishness keeps up. That open. The New York open is 36.70.50. Let's see if this overnight bullishness keep up, or if we just get a nothing burger. If we get a nothing burger, yesterday was an all day. Yesterday was an all day. So let's see if we get an all or nothing, or let's see if we actually get a little juice and come up here and take out yesterday's high, deliver this external liquidity that we just picked up yesterday. Let's see if we deliver it to external again. Because remember, yesterday we pushed up to the top and we took out the external buy side liquidity, right? We just barely poked through it, and then we immediately reversed and delivered it to the external sell side liquidity. Now that we've taken out the external sell side liquidity, let's see if we just dilly-dally in front of GDP, or if we actually push up and take out this buy side liquidity. I was supposed to be looking at the divergence, wasn't it? I got sidetracked. For yesterday's, from the yesterday dealing range up to now, this is the dealing range we in now. We're at equilibrium. We're right at equilibrium right now for from yesterday's high. From yesterday's high to the overnight low, equilibrium is 36.72.75. Right, that's equilibrium, and we're right around equilibrium right now. Moving down to a slight discount. Watching this 60-minute order block right there. Let's drop down lower to see what's going on. And my phone is going crazy. Y'all hold on for a second. Let me see what's going on my phone. My watch keep vibrating. My phone keep. Oh, that ain't nothing. Ain't nothing going on. It's just like different, look like the notifications that the phone always do, like maybe CNBC, or maybe, hey, you it's time to stand, or something crazy like that. So ain't no big deal. Appreciate y'all concern. Yeah, we just kind of hovering right above yesterday. We had equilibrium. Just took out this. We took out external here, pushed up, just delivered it to internal, came up into a slight premium for the dealing range. Pushing back down. We bounced off of this order block once. Now we're coming back down till we got sell side on the 15-minute right here with a small fair value gap right there. Breaking structure, fair value gap. That's kind of a deep, what's the name? That's deeper than my risk tolerance allow right there. From this fair value gap down to there. That's deeper than my risk tolerance allows for that breaking structure. Fair value gap retracement right there. Let's drop down lower. We just set those equal lows. We probably gonna come back and get that. Go down to a 5-minute. Okay, we got a 5-minute order block here. Got a 5-minute order block here. Fair value gap. Another fair value gap there right at the order block. Okay, we just came down. Got a break. We got a break in market structure to the downside. Okay, let's see what we setting up on the 5 minute. Got a high, go through that high. Okay, so on the 5 minute, what I'm watching on the 5 minute right now, right? We came up, made a high, came down, came through that high, broke the high there. So now what I'm watching on this right here is if we are going to come down and break this low, or are we going to stop at this order block? If we come down and break this low, that's bearish to me. If that's bearish to me, then I'll be looking for a sell if we come down and break this low here on the, because on the 5 minute, looking at this on the 5 minute, because what that gives us is, I'm gonna draw it out. I'm gonna draw it. I'm fun to draw. If you don't want to see me draw, I don't know if we go get down there or not, but before I go there, let's look at the divergence charts before I go to that. Okay, before I go to that, let's look at the divergence chart. We the overnight, the NQ just, yes it did. It just barely poked below its June lows. The June low was 11,145, and then it poked down to 11,141.50. So it just barely poked below its June lows. So now all three indices have made new lows on the year, right? Because the June low was the low for all three indices. They all three have made new lows on the year. We have some divergence as far as the highs. So from yesterday's, well, over the overnight, like last night's high, the Asian session high, right? This is yesterday's. This is the afternoon high right here. But from the Asian session high, we're gonna go to the highest high for all of them. Okay. This is actually the highest high for the what's the name? It was in the afternoon. So from the highest high that the YM made yesterday afternoon, we have made a new high today. The NQ has not made a new high. The ES has made a new high. So all three have made new lows, right? All three have made new lows as far as yesterday and the year, right? So everybody has made a new low for the year. Everybody made constantly lower lows from yesterday, and now today the YM and the ES has started to make higher highs, but the NQ is lagging. So if the NQ is going to follow suit, then the NQ should follow suit. So it's the price action is still looking bullish for the day. I don't know how bullish it's looking, but it's still looking bullish because we got two of the major three. All of the major three have made new lows, but only two of them is starting to make new highs. So usually when they're in sync like that, all making lows, and then the third, and then they all two of the other ones start making highs after all three just made lows, the third one usually follows along. The third one usually be the lagger, and it usually follows along. So again, the bullishness is intact. Be careful because it's counter to the overall trend, but you can have little pops in the days during the downtrend. So just remember that. Remember that. Don't get happy and go call crazy. Just looking for, it may be just a day trade if it keeps up. It can't just, you know what I'm saying, fool you and drop. Let me share my other screen so I can draw. And again, I'm gonna look at the chat in just 1 second. My phone's still going off. Why is my phone going off, man? What's going on? I'm thinking something wrong. My phone don't be going off like this. What was I saying about this? Oh yeah, get out the way, Phibbs. Let me get a screenshot. All right, so this is what I'm looking at, right? So we're here right now. That's pretty much where we at now. I just took the screenshot. So we've come down to this fair value gap right here, and we set some relative equal lows on the 15-minute, right? We got a bullish order block right here, right? There's a bullish order block there. These two down close candles right there. Got a bullish order block we come back to. So now what I'm looking at is, right? So we came down, came over, set a new low. Boom. Once we set a new low, right, we took off pang out, right? We took off pang out, came down, right? And we bounced off of this bearish order block on that side, right? So starting a buy model, right? Starting the buy model. Once we pushed through the bearish order block, we came back down, and the bearish order block acted as support, right? And we pushed up off of it, right? So we took off again, right? Took off again, came back down, right? Bounced off of this teeny bullish order block, pushed back up, came back down. Now we're coming toward this fair value gap right here. Now, what I'm watching for is, right, get all of this off the screen. What I'm watching for is, right, is the bullishness going to continue? And what's going to stop the bullishness for me? We came up, we made a high, right? We took out these highs right here, right? We took out those highs over there, came down. We took out those highs right there, right? So now what I'm looking at, right? If we come down and break this low right there, I'm bearish for the day, right? I'm bearish for the day or for this time frame now. And the reason why I'm bearish is because that right there sets up a breaker. See what I'm saying? Come up here, boom, down, up. And once we break through that right there, that's a breaker. I'm looking for to come down somewhere and sell off from there. That's your sell off spot right there. If we came down below that right there. That's what I was talking about as far as what I'm watching for. See if the bullishness continues. And I just want to see. We kind of dilly-dallying right now. We still dilly-dallying around. It's not acting like it wants to just sell off. It's acting like it just want to sit there and give us a nothing day. Give us a nothing day ahead of GDP tomorrow. We got look like exactly equal lows, but we're just gonna say relative equal lows right here on the 15-minute, just above this fair value gap. Right there. Man, I can't see down here on this little screen. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat, man. What y'all talk about in the chat? Hey. I see somebody say, hey, Jay. Hey, Zay. Don't say no, hey, Zay. Going to get a show on PBS with the drone. I hate you. I hate you. Apple getting dragged. Apple getting dragged, Zay. Let's go look at Apple. Zay say Apple getting dragged. Let's go look at Apple. See what's going on with Apple. Put my y'all know my OCD get acting up. Look at this funky dog took off. Remember when I was talking about that spot wasn't within my risk tolerance to take that trade? That funky dog took off from there. Man, that would have been an awesome. That was 10 points and gone to the house already. I should have took it, but I ain't gonna break. Every time I start breaking rules, I get punched in the face. Right there when I was talking about coming off of here. Oh, it didn't hit it. It didn't hit it, so I ain't mad. It didn't hit that fair value gap, so I'm not mad. But you know what I'm saying, it took off right there. If you front run your fair value gaps, you would have got picked up on that if you come right off the top, but you know, it pushed up. This one, the market playing with you right now, because it's not breaking all the way down, but it ain't taking all the way off. It's just playing with you right now, playing with your emotions, Smokey. Okay. These 5-minute counters right here. Let me see what it look like on 15. What was I supposed to be doing? Apple. I put them in going to look at Apple. I was supposed to be going to look at Apple. Okay. Spalene came back down to I'm glad I came and looked at this right here. Spalene pushed back down toward that June low, didn't quite get all the way down there, and then reverse course. Let's see if they let's look at it. What did the ES go down to? 37.57 right here. See this right? This 37.56.75. You see how it dipped down below that June low one more time? You see that though? And we set equal lows. This right, because the June low was what, 37.57? Right here. The June low was right here. 37.57. Right here. One tick above this sell side liquidity right there. That's just, we just gonna say that's the June low right there. This the June low. It's only one tick off. So that's the June low. We dip below that June low one more time. Set a relative equal low right there. I'm expecting us to at least come get that before we take off. That's just too clean. That's too clean to leave. Looking at Apple. Man, what in the world going on with Apple? Apple gap down. Apple gap down and selling off. Apple came down to this is it came down to this down close candle here, but we would have to go deeper to figure out what's going on with that, because we broke that and took off. I would love to see what Apple bouncing off of. That's clear to me. Let's look at 4 hours. Look at 4 hour candles. Some consolidation that we came back into on Apple. Apple dumping. Apple dumping. If Apple can hold right here, looking at this 4 hour candle, if Apple can hold right here and push back up, that would be good. If not, is at least gonna come down here below this 142.15. 142.15. But looking at how last time Apple was here, we wicked up off of this area, and then we got a strong move away from this area. These 4 hour candles right there, we got a strong move away from that area right there, and now we've come back down, and we right here in this little area of consolidation. It gapped down, it pushed up. It looked like, oh, it pushed up a lot, and then it sold back off these 4 hour candles. So it was a big gap down. Then this one here opened, pushed up to 148.50, and then dropped down $3 and some change. That's a really big move for Apple. $3 and some change in one day on one 4 hour candle. That's a really big move. Apple dumping. Apple dumping. Ooh. Golly. Microsoft holding up. It's red, but it's holding up. Tesla down. Google holding up. Nvidia holding up. So three of the top boys down for the SPY. So now that's wild. 3 of the top boys down for the SPY, and the SPY holding up. The ES holding up. You know what I'm saying? It's holding up. It ain't selling off. It's holding up. The NQ starting to push a little bit. The NQ starting to push a little bit. How much time left on this hourly candle right here? Eight minutes left on this hourly candle. Got 8 minutes left on this hourly candle. Let's see if the NQ take out last hour's high. Got 8 minutes left. The Dow dragging a little bit, and that's probably due to Apple getting drugged. The Dow dragging a little bit, that's due to Apple getting drugged. So some other tech, they pumping money into some other tech because Apple getting drugged and the NQ is trying to push. So they pumping money into some other tech somewhere because the way Apple getting drugged and how the Dow lagging, that let me know the Dow lagging like that because Apple getting drugged, but the NQ fighting to stay up. So that means they pumping money into some other tech somewhere else. But Apple a big boy. Look how tech struggling. Look how tech struggling. Apple a big boy. Tech struggling right now, but it's still they. Let's go look and see where they putting the money at in tech. Let's go see if we can see where they putting the money at in tech. I'll put them in looking at the chat, ain't it? Heat map stocks. No grouping. I guess I can group it. God dog it, Tim. What did I just do? It do that when you scroll the the thing too. Golly. It be switching over there on the side when you scroll the mouse or hit the space bar. I didn't know that. I didn't know it switched when you scrolled the bar, hit the space bar. I mean, scrolled the mouse too. Man, tech. Apple down. Man, tech ain't no money really going into tech. We got like a slightly positive there, slightly negative there, like the biggers. Man, I was confused why this is Google slightly up, Microsoft slightly down, Tesla down, Apple down. NASDAQ. See that? I guess it's it ain't like a lot of bright green, but it ain't a whole bunch of red either. Somebody over here up 40%. I don't know who that is. It ain't a whole bunch of red, but Netflix up. Yeah, that's kind of baffling to me how it's starting to drop now though. It's still fighting. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. Let's see. Sorry y'all for ignoring y'all like that. We've been on here 55 minutes. I think I remember seeing something about them reducing production because of a lack of demand for new phones. Oh, that's probably why they getting hit when you start uh talking about reducing production. Apple let a hacker send a nasty message via news app. I shouldn't say Apple let, but do you think this part of the reason why Apple falling, say? This definitely because of that rumor. Okay then. We're gonna get a flat day. Yeah, we ain't nothing burger. I was saying we probably gonna get an everything and we're gonna get a nothing day. We got an everything day yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a nothing day. Everything and nothing. Where did my mouse go? Cheese and rice. Oh, I laid my pen on the screen. I laid my pen on the tablet, so it took it over. I was wondering what you meant by that tweet. Oh, Zay, you out there tweeting? Speaking about drugs, Zay, stay with the. We ain't put nobody business out there. We ain't gonna put nobody. I told y'all, Chief and Chill. Medicinal. That's a chief. Hey, my little brother got a medicinal card. Chief and Chill. I want to go say it today, but Tim over here talking about things getting drilled. Okay. Hey man. I'ma call it, man. I'ma call it. We just kind of dilly dally and we ain't really doing that, and we ain't trying to blast off, we ain't trying to break down, we just dilly dallying. We again, we came up to this order block and we still haven't been able to blast through. We came down, set these relative equal lows on the 15-minute, but we still haven't been able to break down. Let's look at the 60-minute, see where we stopping at. On the 60-minute, we right there. See that we came as soon as we came back in contact with it. Remember what I was saying earlier? We had this order block here. This down close candle came into that order block. Now that's acting as an order block. I said when we come back down to that, price is going to respect this candle because it's a double order block, if you will. That's how I look at it in my mind. You got an order block, and then we got a down close candle that came into that order block and gave us a violent move. So this is another order block, right? How many people said when I was talking just did? So we came back down into that candle. We just got into the wick, and then we took off. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean we won't come back down? No, that don't. But it's just, right there, it shows that this stuff work especially for like if you're just looking for 10 points, this stuff work. Okay, we got 1 minute left on this hourly candle, and we looking like we trying to make a doji. We hanging out right around the New York Open, looking like we trying to make a doji. Got 1 minute left on this hour. Let's see what happened. The way we trading right now, I'm leaning toward flat to bullish. More so toward the flat, but since the price ain't just crashing down, that's why I'm saying flat to bullish. Because we staying on the we hovering around that equilibrium. We hovering around equilibrium. That's what we said. We stuck there, right, for the range. See, we stuck right there around equilibrium. We just hanging there. We hanging there, and we don't have any news or anything. Wait a minute, what we got today? We got petroleum and a few Fed members talking, but it ain't nothing. They ain't gonna be talking about nothing big. I don't think it ain't no big news they putting out. They just trying to get in front of stuff. When they come out talking like this right here, they campaigning. Okay, the hourly candle open. It was a slight down. We gonna rule it as a doji. It wasn't an exact doji, but it was slightly down, close enough for government work to a doji. this, as you see this this June low, it came down and reacted off of that, like we said before, reacted off of this order block, like I said before. Yeah, man, we gonna call it at that. 4:50 this morning at what? 4:50 this morning at 5 a.m. on the ES. Done for the day on the turtle soup trade. Oh, trade safely. Okay, then you took a trade. We just took out that buy side liquidity with some authority. Fell short one tick away from the top of the fair value gap. Okay, so now what I'm looking at, now what I'm looking for now, this is what I'm looking at now for the bullishness, like I was saying before. What I'm looking at now to see if this bullishness like really continues is to see how price reacts to this bearish order block right here. Looking at how price reacts to this bearish order block right here, right? Extend this out in time. All right. So we came down and took off from this point, right? We got this bearish, it's actually two candles. Let me do the body of both of them right there. So I'm looking at how price reacts to this bearish order block right here. If we break above this bearish order block, right? Just say we get up and get all the way up into this consolidation area right up here, right? Let's say we break through this bearish order block and get up here. I will be looking to see, or even if we just got up to this sell side imbalance right here, I'll be looking to see if price came back down, right? And then bounced off of this area, came back down to this area and bounced off. I'll be looking to see if that's, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of stuff you look for to see if the, you know, the bullishness or bearishness is going to continue. Yeah, right now we just ran buy side and then we're pushing back down. Where are we going to deliver that buy side to? Right? We just took out this buy side. Remember, we had relative equal lows down here on the 15-minute. Are we going to push back down and deliver it to that sell side, back down to this order block right here? Take this buy side, deliver it to this sell side below this order block, then go up? Or is this the buy side that it was looking for, and now it's time to go down Baby Yo Street in the Range Rover? Or are we just going to continue to consolidate? That's kind of stuff you want to look at when you're reading the price action. That the NQ just made another high. The ES made another high. The Dow still has not made another high on the day. The NQ still lagging as far as making a high from last night, the Asian session. Yeah. Anyway, man, I'm about to go. I appreciate y'all. Been on here for an hour and 3 minutes. Go get me some cereal. And I'll see y'all tonight it's Wednesday, right? Yes. I'll see y'all tonight at 7:30 for the price action recap. If you're gonna trade safe. See y'all later, man. Gone.